Hello and welcome to another episode of Filmcraft Reviews. My name is Andrew and today we'll be looking at 20th Century Fox's latest entry into the X-Men franchise, Logan. So let's get started. So as IMDb's official synopsis reads, in 2029, the mutant population had shrunk significantly and those X-Men have disbanded. Logan, whose power to self-heal is dwindling, has surrendered himself to alcohol and now earns a living as a chauffeur. He takes care of the ailing old Professor X, whom he keeps hidden away. One day, a female stranger asks Logan to drive a girl named Laura to the Canadian border. At first he refuses, but the professor has been waiting a long time for her to appear. Laura possesses an extraordinary fighting prowess and is in many ways like Wolverine. She's pursued by sinister figures working for a powerful corporation. This is because her DNA contains a secret that connects her to Logan. A relentless pursuit begins in this third cinematic outing following the Marvel comic book character Wolverine. We see the superheroes beset by everyday problems. They are aging, ailing, and struggling to survive financially. A decrepit Logan is forced to ask himself if he can or even wants to put his remaining powers to good use. It would appear that in the near future, the times in which they were able to put the world to rights with razor-sharp claws and telepathic powers are now over. Starting off, I have to say that I love the concept of this movie. Fans of X-Men have been clamoring for a legitimately gritty take on the character of Wolverine ever since we first saw him in 2000 in Fox's first X-Men movie. After years of the small glimpses of brutality of the character but never quite going all out, Logan finally delivers on the sheer bloodiness and darkness on Wolverine's story. An R rating was exactly what the character of Wolverine needed, even after people called it a shtick, claiming Fox was just capitalizing off the success of Deadpool and going with the trend. Even though I guarantee this wouldn't have happened had it not been for Deadpool, the R rating allowed for Wolverine to reach the full extent of what his character needed in terms of storytelling. The action in the movie was phenomenal, with incredibly well choreographed, well acted, and well shot scenes that highlighted the bloodiness and ferocity in not only the character of Logan, but in newcomer Laura, also known as X-23. This is definitely the most visceral X-Men movie to date. Speaking of which, the cinematography here is a spectacle to behold. James Mangold has been on record in stating that he was more interested in capturing the heart and emotion of classical, emotional westerns and dramas, as well as the original comic book panels, by painting a picture with each shot, and boy does it show. With each scene being either a large landscape portrait or a detailed close shot, the movie as a whole never fails to show the evocative nature of the story. Although knowing this will be the last time you will see the now classic characters of Wolverine and Charles Xavier on screen, as the actors of Hugh Jackman and Patrick Stewart have both stated this will be their last performances, it's heartily bittersweet as the duo put their all into these portrayals. The interactions and relationship between these old friends as Logan tries to care for an ancient Charles and also protect the world from the decaying mental state of the most powerful mind in the world ends up being the emotional powerhouse of the film. Jackman himself delivers an incredibly heart-wrenching and investing performance, making you feel torn apart for this once powerful and basically legendary figure that has been brought so low and damaged so much. Even the newcoming cast delivers dynamic performances. Young Spanish actress Daphne Keane, who plays Laura, really holds her own by being one of the most stoically badass kids to ever be on screen. Her performance in here really can't be overstated as, unlike most child actors, she never felt underwhelming or distracting, but instead felt like a welcome addition to Wolverine's emotional journey, even having an emotional journey of her own. Even the villains, which except for obvious exceptions like Magneto and William Stryker from X2, haven't really been much interest in the X-Men franchise, these felt natural and menacing in this slightly dystopian Western world. Boyd Holbrook, who plays Donald Pierce, the cybernetically enhanced leader of the Reavers, felt like a brutal but charming force as he hunted down Logan and Laura. Honestly, I don't really have much negative to say on this movie, which is really tough for me to say because I'll nitpick the crap out of the movie. I guess I could say that sometimes the movie tended to slow down a little bit, especially in the second act when it turns into mostly a road trip movie. And so I guess sometimes the large budget spectacle moments, although extremely fun, tended to distract from the contained emotion of the story, but the interaction between the characters and their growth on their journey more than made up for it. All in all, I'll give it a solid 9 out of 10 claws, and although it saddens me to say I won't get to see these characters I've grown up with and watched for nearly 20 years again, it's satisfying to see them go out on such a powerhouse of a final note. Alright guys, that'll do it for Filmcraft's review of Logan. If you like what you heard, be sure to hit that like button and share it around. And if you're interested to see what else Filmcraft has to offer, you can like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and subscribe to our channel, Filmcraft Entertainment, links in the description below. Don't forget to tune in next week for a review of the next big movie of the year, Kong Skull Island. Until then, I'm Andrew, this is Filmcraft, signing off.